Hello, and welcome to Sonoma Strong Healing Fair's 29th online event. We have been hosting a speaker every day, and sometimes twice a day, either at 8:30 in the morning or at 7 o'clock at night, and that specific daylight time, to help with our COVID-19 situation, sheltering in place. So I am Diana Borges, co-founder of the Sonoma Strong Healing Fairs, along with Sherry Petrioli. And first of all, I'd like you to know that this is being recorded, and the replays are available on our YouTube channel, Sonoma Strong Healing Fairs, which can easily be accessed through our website, sonomastronghealingfair.com. And if you have any questions or comments during the recording, if you could place it in the chat, and if you're on a computer, the chat button is down at the very bottom of the screen, and then you go over to the right and you can type in your comment or question. And after the recording is stopped, we will have open discussion. So if you want to stay on for that, that would be great. So like I said, this is our first online event, but we held 3 previous in-person healing fairs. And the first one was in 2017 when the wildfires came through Sonoma County and a couple of the other surrounding counties. I would like to share with you our contact information. On the screen, you can see our mission statement and our contact information down on the bottom left. SonomaStrongHealingFair.com is our website. You can contact Sherry or myself at info@SonomaStrongHealingFair.com. Our Facebook page is Sonoma Strong Healing Fair. And like I said, we now have the YouTube channel where most of the replays are being posted. Unfortunately, some of them are not there because of there was a bad recordings, so it didn't come through very well. So today we have a little different format. We have a panel of 3 people who are going to provide you some quick tips on dealing with our situation or with other traumas, how to access your truth information. We will be sharing that with you real soon. I will be the first presenter, and then next will be Marjorie Favuzzi, and we will end up with Patrice Fistor-Jaehnig. So right now, I would like to transition and introduce myself. So besides being co-founder of Sonoma Strong Healing Fairs, I am also a life purpose coach, an energy healer, speaker, author, and several other things. And what I want to do with you today is talk about taking a break and journaling, simple writing, and how effective that is. And we all can do that. It doesn't matter what age, we're all part of the situation that accessing ourselves, taking advantage of this situation. So the coronavirus has given us opportunities that we've never had before. We are now sheltered in place. We have time, and we are forced to look at our own behaviors. We're forced to look at how our behaviors have been impacting ourselves, have been impacting each other. And it's a wonderful opportunity to go inside, to learn more about yourself. But it also takes a little work, takes a little strength. And I want you to understand that it's your choice what you do. It's your choice of whether you want to learn more about yourself. It's your choice whether you want to evolve. It's your choice whether you want to live the life that you came here to live. And you are more powerful than what you've been told. So inside us is a very high strength, wisdom, and our intuition. And that's what I want you understand, that you have the abilities, you have the power, and it's your choice. You just step forward in your truth, and that's what we're going to be doing right now. So if you don't have just a piece of paper or pencil, grab one right now, because I'm going to talk a little bit about journaling, but then also I'm going to hold energy for you to do a little bit of writing. So journaling can be like a diary. You know, there's no right or wrong way to journal. And there actually is no right or wrong way to do a lot of things. It's what's right for you. It's a personal thing. What works for me may not work for you. So I can give you suggestions, but listen to yourself. Listen to that inner truth of you. So I started journaling back in 2011 when I went to Monroe Institute Gateway course, a week-long course where we had sound waves that basically increased your brain hemispheres to the same level, increased your consciousness, and we were forced to journal. And I was reluctant at first. I didn't like it, like probably a lot of you. But then after that, I started journaling, and periodically I still do it. I go through phases. But in 2012, I shut out the entire world for 24 hours, and I sat down in a chair and I journaled. Basically journaled from 8 in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I got downloads from the universe. I end up writing, and I'll tell you, I took this down. So 5 pages in a journal and 9 pages in a yellow pad about my past, my life. And it happened because I was ready. I had done enough work on me to open up, and I asked for it. So I sat down and I said something like, okay, what happened when I was 8 years old? And I got this download. And okay, what happened at 9? And then I went through every age up through high school. And it is easy to do. If you don't know how to start, you just start asking questions. You write a question down. Or I've even just started writing like, I really don't want to do this. You know, put your emotions out to it. This is your journal. No one has to see this. It's accessing you. So writing accesses your subconscious. It accesses your intuition. It helps you process. It's a way just to spew out whatever is inside. And once you get in a little rhythm after a couple minutes, you're going to be surprised of what comes out. And don't judge while you're doing it. You just let it go. And then sit back when you're done and read it. And you might be really surprised at how much information does come out for you. So right now, let's just start in. You have your paper and pencil. I want you to start by asking yourself a question. You can write it down, whatever. So I wrote some possible questions for you to do. So you can start with, dear heart, what do you want me to know? Or what is there here for me to learn? Or how do I need to transform for my highest good? And if those don't resonate with you, come up with your own. So right now, just ask yourself that question and start writing. Let it flow. Just allow your heart to open up. So I want you to know that everything starts with you. It starts with each and every one of us, because it's the energies that we put out into the world, the collective energies that we generate. And those energies bring back to us compatible frequencies. And we each and every one of us have a role in this life right now. And what's happening. And it's time for all of us to step forth, because we're all needed. And it starts with accessing you, your truth, your strength, your love. And do not feel guilty about making yourself a priority, making your health a priority, your time a priority, your happiness a priority. Years ago, before I started going down the spiritual path, when someone asked me, how was your day? In my head, I would go over, let's see, I accomplished this, I did that, or finished that report, cleaned the house. Blah, blah. Oh, it was a great day. For me, my great day was based on what I accomplished. It wasn't how happy I was. If I felt love, if I experienced something wonderful, or just walked outside and went, it's a beautiful day. It's the simple things. So take the time for you to learn about yourself, to allow yourself to evolve for your own personal transformation. Because each and every one of us are amazing, and we are needed. So I'll give you a little more information about myself. I do work one-on-one with people and with groups. I'd like to share with you now my contact information. If you have any questions, feel free to call me. I am here for the evolution of humanity and for Earth. I know that. This is actually my second purpose. I fulfilled my first purpose in 2012. So I help people with their own transformation, whether that means reconnecting to their hearts, expanding their consciousness, healing. But my goal is to help you understand who you are beyond the physical body, that energetic soul part of you. And that's where the strength, the power, and our truth lies. So I thank you for joining here and for those who will be watching. And right now, I pass it over to Marjorie.
Good morning, I'm Marjorie Favuzzi. I am a EFT tapping instructor, also a brain gym instructor, and I am really glad to be here with you. So we're going to learn some quick tips today that you could do anywhere, anytime. What I know is that I have been leading a free group on Thursday morning from 9 to 10 on Zoom, which you are welcome to attend. What we're working on a lot of times with a lot of people is grief. So things that we knew as we knew them are no longer happening. And we're not sure what's coming back. And some of us have been in fear. That doesn't really serve us because, we need to be right here in the moment. What's happening is if you've had any what they call adverse childhood experiences, the ACEs score, then you've got those experiences that the brain brings forward. And it can, anytime you're letting go of a situation, grief can come up. The thing is that you don't know your brain is bringing those other things forward and compounding the situation that you have right here, right now. It just is. It's bringing it all forward because that's its perceptual filter. And your brain's hardwired for survival, and it's a little bit scared right now. And so it's bringing it all forward. The good news is that you can control your brain. You don't have to be controlled by it. And so today I'm going to show you some very simple exercises, actually one in particular. And this is called, it's called Hookups. It was named a long time ago, and it was from a program called Brain Gym. It's taught internationally. It is 26 different movements that work with different centers of the brain to bring you completely whole and complete and focused in the moment. I use 4 of them. They're called P.A.C.E. It's positive, action, clarity, and energy. And so I have a YouTube video where you can do it along with me. The entire thing takes 10 minutes. It's wonderful for bringing you right back down to the moment, because then the brain says, oh, those traumas before, they belong back here. I'm right here now, and in this moment, I'm relatively well and safe. That's where you have the power, in this moment. You have to be here because we don't have any power in the future. And yes, the work I do can help you clear up resentments and fears and abandonment and trauma from the past. But right now is where you have the power of choice. Right now is where you have the power of being fully embodied, if you can get there. If your brain is sending cortisol and adrenaline down as if you have to run and make this extreme motion now, it's going to be really hard for you to be in the moment. So I'm going to show you a very simple exercise. This is part 1 of Hookups. You're also going to be wanting to drink a whole lot more water, because water in its regular form without sweeteners, flavorings, or bubbles gets immediately absorbed into your system. It does not have to go through digestion like everything else does. And that can be a real aid with anxiety and anger. They actually teach it in anxiety and anger management classes. So I'm going to show you part 1 of Hookups. I've put the, in the chat, I've put the links to that YouTube, and I also will share some more, a video snapshot of my contact information. So there's a lot of information there. And then you can let me know if you want to come to my Thursday group. It's just drop in, it's free. I'm doing it every Thursday morning. So if tomorrow doesn't work for you, come next week. All right, I'm going to show you now. Now what we're going to add in that didn't come with the original Brain Gym. I've been teaching this for 30 years. So I have learned that it's really effective to combine this process with a body scan. You want to be fully embodied. You want to be even aware of where you're holding the tension. Are you armored up? Are you holding yourself really tight? You may be, you may not even be realizing it. Or do you have your full breath? You may be kind of holding your breath, or you may be breathing more shallow. So now your brain isn't getting all the oxygen it needs. So this is going to be what we're doing. And as we are breathing into different parts of the body by focusing on that part, breathing in, we allow a softening or an opening. And when we breathe out, we are allowing a release of tension and tightness as much as possible. And then you're just going to see how you feel before and after. Now, it's a really great idea to do some writing, like Diana was talking about, before you actually begin these 4 exercises with P.A.C.E. And you can do them right along with me with the YouTube video, which is, also free. A lot of free resources for you. So when you do the writing, you can do a brain dump and you can see what's on your mind. And then after these 10 minutes of exercises, you do another one and you see the transformation for yourself. Okay, so here we go. So what you're going to do is you're going to either cross over your arms and hands and roll up, or you can just do like this. So you're over your heart chakra, your fingers are up towards your shoulders, your ankles are going to be crossed at this point, and through the whole thing, you're going to have your eyes closed, and you're going to have the tongue touching the roof of your mouth. Okay? That's a point to your brainstem. All right, all this is explained in the video, but we're just going to do it real quickly right now. All right, so go ahead and take a deep cleansing breath with me. In and out. And now focusing on your face and forehead, you're going to breathe in and allow that softening. Breathe out and allow that release of tension or tightness as much as possible. And then focusing on your neck, see if your neck is a little kinked. And breathe into it, soften, and release. And now notice your shoulders. Are your shoulders kept extra high? That's something that we often do. But you allow them to relax while still keeping your hands and fingers in place. And breathing in to the shoulders, allowing that relaxation, that release of tension or tightness as much as possible. Let's do that one more time. Breathing into the shoulders and releasing. And now feeling whatever you are leaning against. Just feel your back against that. And then breathe into your ribs. Feel that expansion and let go. Let go of breath and tension as much as possible. Feeling whatever you're sitting on beneath you. Those tactile sensations are another way to bring you to the moment. Breathing in, releasing, letting your hips relax. And then you're breathing into your upper legs. Breathing in, allowing that softening and that release. And your knees, which can get kind of locked. Letting the knees relax as you breathe in and release. We're doing the same for the lower legs. And your ankles and feet. Breathing in and releasing. And now you get to be curious. If you're doing it along with the video, you don't have quite as much time. But on your own, watch for that moment of transition where you need to take a deeper breath, or maybe you have a different thought, and then come back and do the last piece of P.A.C.E, which is feet flat, fingertips together, which can be rested in your lap. And I like to visualize that transfer of energy, that electrical signal that we are touching those acupressure points right now. So you can envision that energy moving up your hands to your wrists, up your lower arms to your elbows, up your upper arms to your shoulders, over your shoulders, down through your back, out the base of your spine, and let that cord of energy down through the chair, or whatever you're sitting on, the furniture, the floor, all the way down into the earth. Okay. So those are part 1 and part 2 of hookups. Please check into YouTube. I'm going to share my contact video right now, contact info. Okay, here we go. So my contact info is Marjorie at successinhand.com, or my phone number 707-206-1477. And then successinhand.com is my business, which I really believe that we have those points on our hands that allow our brain to really come back to the present moment, so you are empowered. And you're right here, right now, which helps with grief, anxiety, sadness, all the issues that might have come forward from before. So my website again is www.successinhand.com, and there's lots of good free resources there as well. All right, I bid you good day. And now I'm going to introduce Patrice Fistor-Jaehnig, who does reconnective healing. She's a wonderful practitioner. She has a lot of compassion. So when you are in her office or when you're in her presence, she just holds that softness for you, which is something we really need. We need compassion in our lives. So I'm going to let Patrice explain a little bit more about herself.
Hello, everyone. As Marjorie said, I'm Patrice Fistor-Jaehnig, and thank you, Marjorie. Thank you all for being here. I'm a reconnective healing instructor and practitioner, along with another process called the personal reconnection, and I've been involved with this work and teaching internationally, locally, and doing sessions for 20 plus years. So it's been a while. Reconnective healing is not really a technique. It's more a way of being, a state of being. And Marjorie has so beautifully put us into a kind of a relaxed, not kind of, a relaxed body state. And that's a perfect time to put your focus on these frequencies of energy, light, and information. So I don't really want to explain too much about it, but what I want us all to do is to actually focus and feel. And the way you don't have to use your hands, and at this moment I only have one, I have a shoulder injury. But if you want to bring both your hands up, keep them relaxed but not limp, make them firm. And just hold your hands, and if you have two palms to face each other, face your palms to each other. And now just put your attention on your palms and the space around your hands, in between and on the back sides of your hands, and just notice. You may feel something, you may feel nothing, but if you were to feel something, it might be something like noticing a little bit of pulsing or tingling, a really minute vibration. Something might be happening in the palms of your hands, and again, it could be nothing. So now I want you just to move your hands slightly. Now pretend like you've got a rubber band and each end is connected to the center of either palm. And I want you to stretch that rubber band out. Don't go back, and stretch and stretch and hold. Hold it tight. The communication with these reconnective healing frequencies is stronger with distance for some reason. This is beyond conventional physics. It's even beyond quantum physics, or it's just different. So as you pull, you're getting that communication even stronger. So think about when you were a kid and you played with the cups or cans and a string between them. And when you were pulling, we were trying to talk to each other. And if you let the string go limp, you wouldn't get the same, you couldn't hear as well as if you stretched it out and held it tight. So that's one of the ways that you can feel these frequencies. So tomorrow, Sherry, who's been a practitioner for a while, I was honored to be her instructor and mentor. We're going to be allowing you to feel and experience and receive a reconnective healing session. So both of us will be here with you, and we will be holding the frequencies, allowing you access to them. They actually find us, we don't find them. So that's why you're allowing access, you're receiving, and being present. And it, like I said, it's a state of being. It's not a doing anything. It's not a technique. Reconnective healing can be really beneficial to bring the frequencies in if you're experiencing or doing some kind of self-help, some kind of technique that there are so many of, and they're so useful for us, especially in times like this. But if you can get yourself into that space where there's no particular doing and thinking, and get into that beingness, complete total awareness state, you can really, really allow this to go deep within you, and you can access your connection not only to your multidimensional, complete, full self, but even more to the earth, the planet, and the field, and connections. We're all connected, as you know, and we can strengthen that and learn to strengthen that, if you want to call it a muscle, but that ability to be more connected instantaneously. So this is something that we can use every single day, multiple times a day. And actually, if we were really conscious and aware, we would be in that state, walking around all day long. Wouldn't that be great if we were all like that? Anyway, so that is a little taste of reconnective healing, and I invite you to come back tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. And as I said, Sherry and I will be offering a session for all of you guys. And remember that you are so important. As Dr. Eric Pearl, the founder of Reconnective Healing, often says, put on your own oxygen mask first before helping other people. As long as we take care of ourselves, we have the ability to empower others to take care of themselves and the planet. So that's what I have to say for you this morning. And I'd like to introduce Sherry Pedrioli. As you know, she's one of the co-founders of the Sonoma Strong Healing Fairs and Choices, and she'll explain a little bit more. Okay, thank you so much. Take care, be safe.
Great. Thank you, everybody. Again, these are just a few quick tips, and there are so many out there for all of us to access. I can't even put a number to the choices in the alternative and holistic healthcare modalities that we have at our fingertips. And that is the mission of holistic choices, is to bring more awareness and education to alternative and holistic healthcare by providing everybody resources. So yeah, so thank you guys. Diana, the journaling is so important. I think we lose sight of that it's a way to release things that are kind of stuck in our head. And if we're not ready to talk about it, we want to write it. So, which kind of brings me to the other part of Holistic Choices is our compilation book series. And what we do is we write a chapter in a compilation book on a story that you have, either if you're a practitioner or somebody who has a story of healing through alternative and holistic healthcare. We are working with students at the universities around the stigma of mental health. They are not comfortable talking with faculty, so they want to start writing and they want to connect on a student-to-student level. A lot of different choices here, but again, writing in the books is another tool to get the story out about you and how you survived whatever the crisis was. Or if you're a practitioner, it's about your modality that can help people, right? So it's kind of a win-win. Marjorie, you have a world of information, of knowledge around so many different things, whether it's EFT and, you know, tools that just bring us inward. Patrice, reconnective healing is another one of those amazing modalities, and I am a practitioner, and we will be doing a group healing session tomorrow. So anybody that you know that wants to experience firsthand reconnective healing session, it will not be a talk tomorrow. It is going to be a full-blown session that everybody is welcome to participate. You can either be on camera or off. If you're on camera, please be dressed because it is being recorded. Yeah, so anyway, I'm rambling and I'm gonna just kind of wrap it up with Holistic Choices and Sonoma Strong Healing Fair are nonprofit organizations that continue to provide to our communities worldwide. I'm saying that because I'm putting it out there. Education, free healing fairs, the compilation books, referral directories. We want to be a resource for people, right? So in order to do that is why we have become nonprofit. So if you want to know more about our nonprofit, please visit sonomastronghealingfair.com or choicesbookseries.com. And I'm going to attempt to share my screen. I tried a minute ago. Hold on. Okay. It worked. Okay. Again, it's our mission is there. You can read that. SonomaStrongHealingFair.com is our website. If you'd like to reach myself or Diana, please email us at info@SonomaStrongHealingFair.com, and Facebook page Sonoma Strong Healing Fair. And again, I'm not going to show the upcoming practitioners because it's just Patrice and I tomorrow. And it has been an amazing month. And I just want to take this time to thank each and every one of the practitioners that have been, and doctors that have been involved in Sonoma Strong Virtual First Healing Fair. So I congratulate all of you for taking the time and sharing what you have with the world. Okay, so it's a big deal. And again, thank you, and thank to all the participants who have been here. I hope you received something that you were looking for. And again, anytime, please reach out to any of us. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and close this, and we're going to just open this up and have Q&A. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. Have a great day.